Hello and thanks for joining us. This is Signature TV 30 Minutes. I am Mwabweze Njoko. Now, in the headlines, Maina extradited to Nigeria after arrest in Niger Republic. Nigerians react to increasing insecurity in the country. Reorganise INEC before 2023 polls, PDP tells INEC Chairman. And now, the details. The embattled chairman of the defunct Pension Reform Task Team, Abdul Rashid Maina, has been extradited to Nigeria to face his ongoing money laundering trial. Maina was arrested in Niamey, the capital of the Niger Republic, after he jumped bail and was declared wanted by an Abuja High Court. He was received on Thursday by men of the Nigerian Police Force at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. Speaking with journalists at the airport, the Commissioner of Police in charge of Interpol said Maina was brought back to Nigeria on the directive of the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu. As the Enugu State government takes steps to contain the spread and mitigate the impact of yellow fever on the affected communities in the state, some experts say individual residents of the state should begin to take personal responsibility and precaution to avoid being affected by the fever. Speaking exclusively to Signature 30 Minutes in Enugu, the Chief Medical Laboratory Scientist at the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital in Enugu, Dr. Ejiofor Mama, said the Enugu State government must also make information available to the people to enable them make informed decision. Signature 30 Minutes correspondent Michael Ilediago now reports.
Dr. Moma, who is also the Enugu State Vice Chairman of the Association of Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, said that both the citizens and the government have roles to play in tackling or even preventing the outbreak of diseases. Dr. Moma, while speaking on preventive measures to stop the spread of yellow fever, called for a well-coordinated media advocacy that provides information on public health issues.
There is need for government to engage in media advocacy, inform the people, demystify the mystery behind this virus, and encourage people to do what? Keep their environments clean. Because these mosquitoes breathe in a waterlogged area and dirty environment. People should be encouraged to keep the environment clean and as well sleep under insecticide-treated bed nets. And also, we have to really educate the masses that once you constantly wash this mosquito, insecticide-treated nets, there's every tendency that you could wash away the major ingredient that is, repelling this insecticide from our environment. The media advocacy, to my own assessment, is still low. People should get to know about it. People are even thinking that this is that is just, evil that really befell us this 2020, that is caused by one evil spirit or the other. But once we demystify the mystery behind it, people will get to know how the causative agent of this yellow fever.
You say that Enugu State, which is at present experiencing an outbreak of yellow fever, should seize the present situation to overhaul and upgrade its health delivery system. Dr. Mama also advocated for mass vaccination in the communities across the state.
This yellow fever of 18 is a hemorrhagic fever that can be prevented by the means of vaccination. If the populace had been vaccinated earlier than now, there wouldn't have been this occurrence, and it will go a long way in curbing the problem.
But do people get affected by yellow fever? Dr. Moma explained what red flags people must look out for and avoid in order to stay free of yellow fever.
And it is also advisable for us to let the people know the mode of transmission of this yellow fever. This yellow fever is being transmitted by a female Aedes aegypti mosquito of Hemogangus species. And it is only when this infected mosquito by someone that one can get infected. And these mosquitoes get it from a monkey. It is the people who enter bush that really get this. And if you can take the history of Ete, it is an agrarian community. It shows that they easily get down to the bush, and any mosquito that have been already fed with this virus can easily transmit it to the people in the community.
As Enugu State government embarked on vaccination across the affected communities and begins distribution of treated mosquito nets across local governments, government reports of increasing number of deaths from the yellow fever remains a cause for worry for many residents of Enugu State. State health officials say, however, that the government is on top of the situation. Michael Ilediagu in Enugu for SignatureTV 30 minutes.
As the leadership of the National Assembly urges the executive to quickly address the rising insecurity in the country, many Nigerians are adding their voices to the demand for a more secure nation. Correspondent Marvelous Obomano went to the streets of Abuja to get the reactions of ordinary Nigerians to the spate of killings and kidnappings across the country as the Yuletide season approaches.
First of all, to the Nigerian police, because this is a time they should prove to us that they are there not just collecting salary, but they are doing their job. And then two, to my people who are to travel, they should make sure they take off early so that they avoid reaching their places at night where those people operate most. For this festive period, just as I say, is to be conscious, to be security conscious. Because they say the best way of security is to make sure your neighbor is secured. It's advisable to go to the park, whereby your names are taken, your details are taken.
If I want to travel, I'll make sure I wake very early so that I will not arrive late. Then I'll go to where I'll enter bus. I will not enter bus by the roadside. I'll go to normal place that might approve center before I will enter bus so that I will not enter the wrong bus. I'll be watching someone that is close to me. I will not sleep in the car.
You know, government know what to do. Government have rights and everything to protect citizens. Anything environment always comes with problems, goods and bads. Definitely, to me and my family, I will not advise and I will not prefer traveling in the night. I leave Abuja early in the morning to my village. Make sure that I reach my village in time. You know, you need to protect yourself before even government. You need to protect yourself before God.
You avoid traveling in the night. Know the next people you are sitting close to. If possible, you don't even need to travel. If you have anything you want to send for your parents to protect ourselves, you don't send whatever you want to send for them and stay behind until all this is over.
You have to go park. You go to the main park because there's not any, every transportation get branches, you understand? So anyone that you never know the name, you will not enter. And you cannot just go stand for main road and enter motor and be going. That's where you get one chance. We know security is not that tight indeed. But if government can still put hand more, like concerning more security along the road, because even like for our town, the road to our town, and all these kidnappers, they are disturbing for that side, which is they need enough security for that very road, seriously. Many people have laws that we don't even see up to date.
Most people that would like to travel, maybe that would like to leave very early in the morning, that can around 4 a.m., 5, so that they will beat the traffic at especially Gwagwalada Road. Because of the insecurity, I would advise that they should stay at least, let it be from 6 a.m. when you can see people on the road. You have to check, you know where to stop, maybe where to park, or you want to ease yourself, or you want to eat. Because there are so many bad boys on the road, all those one chance and the rest of them. So we should be security alert.
How can I secure myself is, what kind of vehicle will I enter to secure myself, and look what kind of people are inside the vehicle that matters for me to secure my life and my loved one.
For them to board the vehicle in a park, you have to be watchful. As you are entering a vehicle, you watch the person next to you. You observe very well before entering any vehicle you are going to board to your place.
The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has advised the reappointed chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, to use the more than 2 years ahead of the 2023 general elections to rejig the Electoral Commission. The party gave the advice in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Kola Ologbondiyan, in Abuja on Wednesday. Ologbondiyan advised Yakubu to use the period to work out legislations and operational rules that would guarantee a free, credible, and all-inclusive electoral process. He advised him to go to Ghana and the United States and make a study of the electoral bodies of those countries and how to conduct free, fair, transparent, and credible general elections. The federal government has said that it will sanction any electricity distribution company, DISCO, or its representatives selling meters or asking Nigerians to pay money to get the item. The special advisor to the president on infrastructure, Ahmed Zakari, gave the warning at a stakeholders engagement on electricity tariff organized by the Federal Government of Nigeria, Nigeria Labour Congress, Trade Union Congress Ad Hoc Committee. Zakari said the presidential directive is that meters should be made available to Nigerians free of charge and that they must be produced locally in order to create jobs and revive our industries. In his address, the Minister of State for Labour, Festus Keyamo, said that the committee has been working to achieve an equilibrium figure that would reflect the true price and value for the service of electricity consumed by Nigerians. And on the foreign scene, Ethiopia has granted the United Nations access to deliver to the northern region of Tigray following weeks of lobbying amid military operations there. Now, the agreement signed by Ethiopia's peace minister and seen on Wednesday comes 4 weeks after Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed sent in troops and warplanes in a campaign targeting leaders of the region's ruling party, the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF. Thousands have died in the subsequent fighting, according to the International Crisis Group, while tens of thousands have also fled into neighboring Sudan. The UN has been warning of a possible humanitarian catastrophe within Tigray, though a communications blackout by the government has made it difficult to assess conditions on the ground. Now in sports, PSV's Nigerian striker Noni Madueke says he's not ruling out the possibility of representing Nigeria at senior international level. 18-year-old Madueke has made appearances for England at youth levels, notably netting 4 in only 6 games for the under-18s, but he is also eligible for Nigeria through his parents. Nigeria has proved successful in pricing talent away from the Three Lions in the past, with Joe Aribo and Alex Iwobi opting to play for the African nation. Madueke gave kudos to legendary Manchester United and Netherlands striker Rod van Nistelrooy, current head coach of PSV under 19, for helping him to hone his finishing. Born in Barnet, North London, Madueke got picked up by Spurs at the age of 12 and within 3 years was under 16s captain and featuring for the under 18s. Now please do well to stay safe. Maintain physical and social distance and wear your face masks while going about your daily activities. Well, that is Signature TV 30 Minutes. On behalf of my producer, Damilola Abudu, I am Nwabuzi Njoko, thanking you for watching and good evening.